Hello, my dear students. Today we will talk about the polar regions. What are the polar regions and where are they? Let's look at the globe. Come along with me. Yes. Now look at the top of the globe.
Introduction.
What we have
We know
found
that
over here?
the
Let's see. We have divided our globe into these regions. Look closely. The middle one is called the torrid zone, which we also call equator. Right and left on the equator, the above and the lower line is called the temperate zone, which are very pleasant to live. We would love to live over here. And the top and the bottom of the globe is called pole. Pole. These are the frigid zones. The polar zones are the frigid zones. Right, guys? So we have named it the Arctic region. The Arctic region, which lies in the frigid zone and study Greenland. Such area is called Greenland as a country representative of this region. Whenever we want to talk about the Arctic region or the polar region, we can talk about the Greenland. Yes, the icy land, we had named it the Greenland. Right, guys? Yes, this region. So the frigid zones, the above and the lower zones, the polar regions are called the frigid zones. North Pole is on the 90-degree north and the South Pole is on the 90-degree south. This is Arctic cycle, which is on the northern hemisphere. Right, guys, look at the calculation of its longitude and latitude. Antarctic circle is the lower circle. Look at the calculation. It is in the southern hemisphere and are called South Pole. Right, guys? So, after searching these regions, look at their oceans. Greenland is around Arctic Ocean. This is the area which consists in Asia, and that area is in North America. The Greenland, the largest island in the world, located between the Arctic Ocean and the North Atlantic Ocean. Right, guys? It lies in the northern hemisphere and is self-governing province of Denmark. The beautiful area. The Arctic Circle passes through the southern part of Greenland. Cape Maurice Jessup, an important point in Greenland, is one of the northmost point in the world. It experiences extreme cold all through the year just because of glaciers. This region is also known as the tundra region. This is a physical map of Greenland. Look at all these massive amount of ice sheets, ice-capped mountains, icebergs, the glaciers. Look at the beauty. Huge icebergs. Now look at the physical feature and the climate. Narrow coastal strips. These strips are caused by the melted water, melted glaciers. The temperature during winter drop as low as -40 to 50 degree centigrade. This is the climate. rise up to between 3 degrees centigrade and 10 degrees centigrade during summers. It's still very cold. Sunlight is very weak and hence cannot warm up the land. So guys, winters. Look at the winters. Beautiful winter sunset. Winters have continuous darkness even during the day, while the sun is continuously visible during the 2-3 summer months, even at midnight. Yes, even at midnight. Look at the beauty. Winters and summers. Land of the midnight sun. That's why we call it the land of the midnight sun, just because mostly at the night time we can see the sun in this land. At the night time, the middle of the night, we can find a sun in this land. So such land is also called land of the midnight sun. This phenomena occurs during the summers, during the summer months, typically in the polar region. Right, guys? Wow, look at the vegetation. The soil here is frozen all through the year except during the summer month. So it is hard to do any type of vegetation, but we can find the mosses, the lichens and the shrubs over here in the summer season. The beautiful flowers, which are yellow poppy, the rosemary, willow, dwarf birch, look at the animal life. Nature supports the Arctic wildlife with adequate adaptation, and just because of such adaptation, they can live over here. Look at the polar bear and the other animals like reindeer, white Arctic wolf, and the ox. They can live in this region. The llama, sheep, goats, and the pigs. Marine animals, seal, walrus, and the whale. Huskies are the powerful, they are kind of wolf dogs, and they are mostly used to transport the people. You know, have you seen the sledges? To pull the sledges to transport people and utility goods from one place to another. Look at the people, look at their attire. Inuits of Eskimos were the original inhabitants of Greenland. Eskimos who used to live in igloos. They are very hard people. They can live in the difficult climatic conditions. They do hunting, fishing. Look at their tools, the guns through which they hunt, the harpoons and the bows. This is their traditional way. The people consume almost every part of the animal's fish they hunt, such as the meat, skin, hide, and the fat. Specifically, the fat of whales and the polar bears. The food is prepared in oil obtained from the animal fat, thus providing heat to the body. They protect themselves from the bitter cold by wearing clothes made out of animal skin, their fur. Right? Jackets with fur-lined hoods. Look how they properly cover themselves, wearing long boots and the gloves. Animal skin is used in making blankets, tents, and boats. Oil extracted from animal fat is used for cooking, heating, and to light the lamps. These are their tools, which made from the bone and the wood. This is their transport. There are roads only within towns in Greenland. Eskimos travel, as I told you, dog sledges or snowmobiles. Look at the way of living. The igloo and the cottage-shaped house. They cannot live in the houses where we live. This is the beautiful igloo. These igloos are hot to live. During the brief yet pleasant summer season, they live in the tents made from animal tent. During the harvesting season, during summer season, they grow potatoes, turnips, beets, carrots, and cauliflower, vegetables which grow in autumn season. Look at the cabbage. This is their profession, you can name it. So this is today's life in the polar regions. It's a difficult life and not easy to live. Scientists and technological progress has helped more people to live in homes with better amenities. So their life is getting better day by day, but still it's really tough to live over there. Better transport and communication have also improved the quality of life. So this is their life today. But still, it is not easy to live in the Arctic region. Right, guys? I hope all these things are clear in your mind. See you next time.